From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab in this one, Shohei Ohtani. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters. And a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Jung-Hoo Lee leading things off and takes a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That one finds the corner. That's strike two. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez has a beat on it. One up, one down. Here's the Giants lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Close, but call the ball. Ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Come on, Shohei.
Popped in the air. Left field. Two down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Casey Schmidt.
And up next for the Giants, Casey Schmidt.
Let's go, Shohei.
A little out front there as he swings through it. High fly ball, right field. Tucker under it. And that is that. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Robbie Ray. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Ball one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Ramos makes his way towards it. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
That one fouled off. This one in the air, center field. Gilbert gets under it. And there's one down.
Batting
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of the lineup will follow.
Kyle Tucker, the next to hit, takes ball one. Left field. Takes it in for the out. And there's two down.
Batting fourth, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Hard liner. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So, runner at second, two down. Freddie Freeman now at the plate. That one lifted to left. Ramos coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Top of the second. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Rafael Devers.
I love you, Shohei.
Just missed. Devers batting in the cleanup spot, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a strike to Devers.
Let's go, Showtime.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And down on strikes he goes, and that's the first out.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Fouled off left side. And a 1-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Willie Adames stands in. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. close,
That's
but
ball two.
called a ball. 2-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And the tying run is on base.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
All one.
The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike two. Adames off of first with 2 away. This one in the air right field. Tucker really on his horse for it. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that is that. So the Giants leave one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the second. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, and foul ball.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. That the hands are still stinging after that one.
That's to third, Adames. And it gets by him. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Matt Muncy.
On a line. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. This one in the air, center field. 2 down.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Alex Freeland.
And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Giants nothing. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Drew Gilbert.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball.
The 1-0. And that is out of play. Foul ball there. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike three, Shohei gets the K.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Here's the 0-1. And there's a ball. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 0-2.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
Got him swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Lee in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That's a ball.
Got him swinging for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch just misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
High fly ball out to center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Tap foul at the plate. What a stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Popped out to left his first time.
Hey!
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That is the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, Luis Arraez stands in.
Arraez.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one fouled off. The 1-1.
Ball, that's just out.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Freeman takes it himself. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Giants, the designated hitter, Casey Schmidt.
Ball.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. That clips the corner.
Ball 2.
Come on, showtime.
The 2-2 on the way. In the air to left center. Pajes moving under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman, Rafael
Devers now. Caught looking his first time up. Ball one there. Two down, nobody on.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
And that one pulled foul. On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Giants down in order. They're down 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And there's a foul ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a ground ball. Arise. In plenty of time to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. This one in the air center field. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's Elliot Ramos.
Left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. Ramos wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-2. That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing. Ramos thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to one challenge left. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Fights it off. You'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Flied to right his first time.
Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. That ends the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Back after this on the show. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the fifth. Max Muncy, the plate for the Dodgers. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. The 0-1. And a foul ball.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Yeah.
And the 0-1 to third, and that one handled. 1 at second. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Alex Freeland.
Base is empty after the double play. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Stretches out and hauls it in. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Giants nothing. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. Now, Drew
Leading
Gilbert.
off for the Giants, center fielder Drew Gilbert.
And
That's a
takes
ball.
low for ball 1.
Oh,
Ball
looks
2.
more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Sliced hard but foul. The 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And the 0-1. Swings through that high fastball. The Dodgers leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit.
Ball.
Come on, Shohei.
This one in the air center field. Pajes under it, and that's the 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Ball in.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
the ground to the left. Fair ball. Here's Ohtani flying around third. Now he launches a throw over his head. He'll make it up to third, and I'm sure that'll be an error of the outfielder.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That'll do it for Robbie Ray. And they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching for San
New pitcher
Francisco,
on here,
number 31,
Sam Hentges.
Sam
Well,
Hentges.
this offense has great opportunity to add on right here with a runner at third, less than 2 outs. So they're asking him to come through in a big way out of the bullpen. He's got bases to work with, so he doesn't have to challenge this guy too much if he doesn't want to.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
Hey.
Here comes the 0-1. And right back to the mound. Over to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
So digging in, Andy Pajes.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play. That's an infield single.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So 2 down. And now Teoscar Hernandez. That's out to center field. And that gets down for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Ball 1.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's got it. That is the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants nothing. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. Luis Arias. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Alex Vesia. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Ball 1.
In the air, left field, down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Rafael Devers. On the ground, Muncy. On to first, and Devers is set down. Giants go in order. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants nothing.
Now pitching for San
Pitching
Francisco,
change here,
number
Joel
63,
Peguero.
Joel
Just trying to
Peguero.
keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the
Leadoff
game.
for the Dodgers, shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Do a dog here, hot dog.
To the right side, Arise. Throws to first. One pitch and one out.
Really nice job to
Up
get your
next
first out
for
of the ball
Dodgers,
game.
Second baseman, Alex Freeland.
In the air to left center, Adames should have this one. 2 away now.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Ohtani.
Back to the top of the order now. And now, Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Base hit, center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Ohtani off of first with 2 away. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2.
That's
Well,
a ball.
triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Ripped to short. The throw to first.
Got him.
And they get the out on Smith. Out number 3. One left for LA, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We go to the 8th. Elliot Ramos digs in now.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Wyatt Mills. into the game. He's making his second appearance of the season. That misses, and it's 1-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Late on that fastball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Popped up. Freeland drifts towards it. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Fouled off left side. The Dodgers leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Out to short, Rojas. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's Matt Chapman. Slider right there. Fastball for a strike. Mills, 31 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2017. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground near the fence. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Giants go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. New arm out of the bullpen, Ryan Barucki.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Leading off for the Dodgers, right fielder.
And that one is lifted in the air. Gilbert settles under it. 1 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
In the air to left center. That one gets down for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boo. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Checks over to first, back safely. Here is Freddie Freeman. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. 1 for 3. That's ripped into the outfield. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Here comes Freddie around third. The relay. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 5-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Barucki is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for San
New arm for the
Francisco,
Giants,
number
JT
34,
Brubaker.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Robert to right field, way back, gone. Max Muncy, a 2-run homer, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. That's some serious exit velo, pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
One down. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Dodgers going with a pinch hitter. Hesung Kim. Yoan. Ground ball right side. Throw to first in time.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Alex Freeland.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Alex Freeland. 0 for 3 in this one. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Through 8 full, the Dodgers with the lead 7-0. Last chance coming up for the Giants. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in LA, stepping in, Drew Gilbert. Hey!
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And downstairs.
Nope, that's a ball.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. Full count now. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Wyatt Mills won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
New
Dodgers.
pitcher for the Dodgers,
Number
Will
61,
Klein. He's been
Will
so good
Klein.
against lefties. On the ground right side. Freeman over to first in time. Now one gone in the ninth.
For the Giants, catcher Jesus Rodriguez.
Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Giants. Right
One out
fielder,
left for the
Jung-Hoo
Giants.
Lee.
Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Nice grab. Throw to first, and what a play. Ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails. Locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends 7-0. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.